It is a pleasure to see you again on my CryptoQ Media channel. What's about to happen is going to shock a lot of people around the world. Many people will be astonished by what is happening, and no, I am not trying to clickbait you into buying that used car. On top of that, I'll be breaking down every single thing happening in this video. Included in this report are details regarding recent and upcoming events. We anticipate a high number of business failures and subsequent layoffs in 2025. We must increase the discourse surrounding post-labor economics since the monetary worth of human cognitive labor is going to collapse. Robots will follow closely after. You might be thinking, okay, this piece is just trying to instill terror, while we think about this. I'm done. Everything that has transpired to us since the outbreak makes it seem like they're testing us. I would agree with you if it weren't for that. Currently, the most interesting trend that I am monitoring is how the public perceives artificial intelligence. Additionally, nobody has spoken out against AI at this time. Oh, wow, this is improving everything, is the general consensus, and chat and similar apps are largely responsible for that consensus. However, isn't that the crux of the matter? The issue quickly grows from its manageable size at the outset, which the public is prepared to overlook, to its current massive proportions. To illustrate the point, the BIS recently published a piece that goes all the way back to September 4th. As an aside, in case you were curious, the BIS stands as the head of all central banks. Our world's monetary system has been run by younger developers, those who have been essentially making decisions and pulling strings around it since roughly 1930, and generative AI has increased their coding efficiency by more than 50%. The productivity of senior programmers is less affected. Now I've used AI, which sounds as absurd as it does. To sum up, the study investigates the effects of generative AI on programming industry worker productivity. Code Fusion is a massive language model that one group launched in September 2023, another group did not. In September 2023, two groups of programmers participated in a field trial. The AI-using group's productivity increased by 55% in terms of lines of code, with the LLM accounting for about 1/3 of that rise. Less improvement was seen by senior staff, likely due to a lack of interest in the technology, while the most notable improvement was seen by junior programmers. Keep this in mind since it will be relevant to the BIS's next post on September 2nd. It states that higher-paying jobs are more vulnerable to AI, whereas lower-wage jobs are more at danger of automation. Implementing AI in a way that benefits jobs rather than harms would require deliberate policy making and collaborative efforts. This is all connected to generative AI. To reiterate, a lot of the code in the near future will be artificial intelligence code. You won't even need to know how to code, if we're talking about coding, programming, etc. This is a strange idea, but it's accurate when discussing occupations that AI is likely to displace. The same holds true for a plethora of other professions. Returning to our original point, we can see that this study looks at 711 US occupations to determine the impact of AI on the labor market. Based on the complexity of the activities and how effectively they complement AI's cognitive abilities, AI has the potential to either supplement or supplant human workers. Separating between necessary and desirable skills for a job, the study examines the impact of AI across various income levels. Here we offer the key findings. While AI is pervasive in well-paying occupations, technology is typically employed to supplement rather than supplant human workers' essential skills. For example, lawyers have their basic abilities preserved even while AI automates legal research. When low-wage jobs become available, AI is predicted to replace humans in completing core duties like scheduling and document preparation for clerks. However, this threat is not as great as it is for other occupations. Amenable to automation. Many low-wage jobs include a lot of physical contact, therefore AI affects 45% of the skills in the highest wage quartile but only 26% of the abilities in the lowest wage quartile. Consequently, as AI displaces low-pay workers and boosts productivity for high-wage workers with high AI capabilities, wage disparity could worsen. It is equally crucial to think about the policy implications. Due to the intricacy of their basic skills, low-wage workers confront a significantly greater risk of displacement than white-collar workers, who may be relatively undamaged in the immediate to medium term. A combination of measures, including training and education, openness about AI, international collaboration, and labor legislation, can lessen the likelihood of inequity caused by AI. This post from June 2023 shows that these countries are trying out universal basic income, which is the most strange element. I don't know why I'm even bringing this up. The reason behind this is that the BIS's warnings mostly target autonomous jobs, or jobs that could be mechanized with AI. Here we have time-tested guaranteed income schemes that have been put forward in reaction to the rising inequality that has been brought about by things like the expanding global wealth gap and the growing influence of AI and automation on the labor market. Of all the schemes, universal basic income covers the most ground. According to the World Bank, UBI is a program that should be offered to everyone in an unconditional and cash-based form. It's all cash, no conditions design disrupts conventional methods to varying degrees. The World Bank reports that only a handful of countries have implemented UBI systems, and of those, none have managed to maintain them over the long term. Although there have been numerous comparable tests in Finland, we are also experiencing the collapse here in Alaska. Here we go again, UBI is being rolled out in a big way. Speaking about 7 years ago, Elon Musk was rather vocal about his concern that widespread automation will cause massive unemployment. A universal basic income is essential for people's survival. 7 years ago, Elon Musk gave a speech at the World Government Summit. The best course of action for companies contemplating layoffs or seeking to boost income is to use AI and robots. And this is actually materializing at the moment. A lot of progress has been made by both AI and robotics. On top of that, I don't think there are enough awake people right now to understand the real essence of the elite's plans. Proof that the World Economic Forum brought up AI and automation in 2023 is there. They even told us that UBI trials have taken place here before, with the bulk of those trials taking place in 2017 and 2018. Okay, so the experiment in Alaska took place in the year 2021. Canada is presently preparing to launch its own variant of the scheme, which is even stranger. Liberals believe that government reliance, another name for universal basic income, will lead to positive results. Whales are available for use in piloting a UBI program that would assist with basic living costs. Consistently high inflation and the rampant buildup of debt are currently driving up the cost of living to unprecedented heights. The demand for and necessity of a universal basic income keeps skyrocketing when we consider the increasing prevalence of AI and its potential to supplant people in the workforce. This has piqued my interest. We already know this is the future of banking because to the BIS's demonstration of its interconnectedness with Project Agora and tokenization, but it bears repeating that AI is intrinsic to almost every aspect of our daily lives. For this and other reasons, I have long pushed for utility expansion in this region. We are quite grateful for the viewers' presence here. It means a lot to me that you've subscribed and watched my channel. Until then, take care.